ఏపీ ముఖ్యమంత్రి నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు మీడియాతో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
Chandrababu Naidu here to Niti Aayog. We have been together today in meetings, very long ones with the at the Reserve Bank of India. Sorry, is that okay? Yeah. So we had the meetings with the RBI governor, all his staff, also the leading banks. On our side, we are led by the Chief Minister, who is going to, of course, speak to you just in a minute once I give the introduction. And Secretary IT, Mr. Mizaf Khan, Mr. Ajay Pandey, I mentioned the Secretary IT. So we were all together there discussing how our plans for promoting the digital transactions should proceed. With that introduction, let me hand over to the Chief Minister.
Good evening to everybody. Today, Demonetization Subcommittee, how to go for digital transactions, digital economy. We have met RBI Governor and also top bankers. It is a very fruitful meeting. After the Constitutional Committee, we want to explore all possibilities, how to go for louder. Okay. Mics are all on. Blocking my voice. No, sir. They want these logos. That is the biggest problem. Okay, sir. Today, we had a very good meeting with RBI Governor and also top bank management. After demonetization, we wanted to explore all possibilities, how to go for digital economy. There are some problems. All those problems, how to coordinate more effective way, we have discussed with them. As on today, you want to go for digital economy, minimum cash will be there always, and at the same time you have to go, one is card with POS machine, online transactions. Second is mobile phone, device to device transactions. For all these things, we are having one excellent advantage, Aadhaar. Now with Aadhaar account, if you use it properly, Aadhaar enabled payments you can go. That is readily available. It is a low hanging fruit. Even in bankers, NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, it is doing good service. In that, UPI is coming. If all banks are going to accept interoperability, it is a very big advantage. These two issues we have discussed with bankers. Apart from this, banking correspondence in the last mile, how to serve and also how to make available lower denominations to the common man. This is going to serve in a big way. This also we have discussed with them. These are all we have initiated this committee with the bankers and RBI, how to go for regulations. Even tomorrow, we want to have one more meeting, video conference meeting with all members. After that meeting, we want to explore further. Today, Honorable Finance Minister has announced some incentives. We are very happy. That incentives also will add for digital economy, digital currency. Even we have wanted to study all over the world what are all the major best practice available all over the world, and also we wanted to explore further this infrastructure, what is the infrastructure available, how to strengthen further with all these things. First of all, we want to sensitize with all our agencies, we want to coordinate with them. Finally, we want to give our report to the Government of India for execution. This is in brief today. It is the first meeting. It is very fruitful meeting. We are with a clear-cut agenda. We have gone to them. All bankers and also RBI is in favor of all these things. Very soon they are going to implement some of the decisions. Further, we are going to have one more video conference tomorrow. We will discuss further. Other things, Amitabh Kant will add.
You know, we have already undertaken a very big campaign to educate people on the different modes of digital payment. We have also made all the district collectors a part of this movement so that this can spread down to the district, taluk and panchayat level. We want this to be a mass movement all over the country. We are involving all departments of the government. The education department is involved, all IIT, all triple IITs, all Indian institutes of management, etc. And there are already 4 million engineers and software experts in this country. If each one of them teaches, then we are able to get a vast number of people digitally educated. Similarly, rural development department, panchayat department, they have all moved out into the field to spread this. Today's interaction was to discuss some regulatory and executive issues where quick decision could be taken with the banks and with the RBI. The key thing was, we already have in this country a ready-made infrastructure of Aadhaar, and it is possible for us that all Android phones available in this country are converted into Aadhaar devices with just a small add-on where thumb impression can be given, and separately there are devices which are available with iris, where you can do a very simple transaction giving your Aadhaar number and your thumb impression or your iris. All the banks have supported this today, and therefore because the DG Aadhaar has made, and the Ministry of Information Technology is ready with the software which has been tested, we can quickly swing this into action and get this done. In the issue of the second big issue is about UPI and being made totally interoperable across all the banks. All the banks have agreed, and the UPI will be totally interoperable, and therefore a lot of transactions will start happening. As the growth is happening on UPI, we will push this further. Secondly, we will be able to push QR codes, common interoperable UPI QR codes, which will enable all banks to do interoperation through QR codes. We've also looked at the other 400 million people, other than Aadhaar, the USSD interface, that is *99#. The NCPI is already working to make it very simple, very convenient and robust, and to link it with UPI. So in another 15-20 days, you will have a very new version of USD with UPI, with very strong and robust, easy to handle features. We've also discussed with the banks about pushing micro ATMs, about pushing POS machines, and we will, on part of the government, assist and support them through both the Ministry of Information Technology and through NITI. We are looking at all innovative measures across the media, across a 360-degree campaign, through FM radio, through televisions, through print media, through social media, all to do this. And the field agencies are today working with banks. They are working with the common service centers of the IT ministry to actually make people transit to the digital technology world. And our objective is, which all of us, the government, the RBI and the banks today, were all on board on trying to make it very, very simple, very, very easy. And the objective was to work in partnership, to converge, integrate all the resources of government, and also the banks and the RBI, all of us to work together to take this in a very concerted manner to make this into a mass movement. With the finance minister's announcement of incentives in favor of digital, we hope that in due course the market forces will take over and make digital payment the preferred mode of transaction. I will request Secretary Information Technology also to say.
So as you know,
Yeah.
there
You want a mic? Yeah. Madam, you come. You know you come. They want a mic. No, you please come.
as was already explained to you, see, government has already mounted a very large government has already mounted a very comprehensive and extensive effort to communicate what are the various modes of digital payment enablement that are available to different sections. And we have also launched a big movement through the common service centers to make sure that, first of all, citizens know what kind of options there are today which are emerging. Earlier, there were not too many options when you had only the card and the POS, but today the mobile wallet, the UPI and the USSD are emerging as major options. Although the USSD has some technical issues which we are trying to sort out. In fact, as Mr. Amitabh Kant mentioned, those we had detailed discussions with the RBI and the NPCI to see that there is a hitch-free availability of the USSD. So first of all, explain to various sections of the population what are the options available, and secondly, to put in place hand-holding mechanisms so that people can actually get hands-on training. This we have already done a soft launch, but tomorrow the Honorable Minister IT is actually going to launch it formally. Along with that, we are also creating help desks so that people who want to know how they can adopt these digital modes can actually be explained. But today's meeting with the RBI was really on the supply side, to make sure, first of all, that the banks are on board this campaign, to make sure that banks at their back end do three things. First of all, to ensure that all their products, whether it is mobile banking, whether it is RuPay cards, or whether it is Aadhaar enabled systems, all those are made functional and fully functional at the earliest. For example, you know that there are some RuPay cards which even now are lying passive. In fact, Honorable CM specifically took up this issue to see how and how quickly they could be activated. Second, to make sure that enough POS machines are placed. You know that already there is a lot of action at the government level to make sure that 10 lakh POS machines are placed. So, asking banks to actually chalk out a strategy to see how many of them will have minimal number of POS to reach their own customers. Secondly, to make sure that the mobile wallets that they have talk to each other. Today, their mobile wallets don't talk to each other, even though the banks' accounts talk to each other through UPI. Since mobile wallets are expected to be taken up by large numbers of people. And lastly, to see how the Aadhaar enabled POS could be used by merchants, because we want large number of merchants also to be enabled, because as we know, it may not be possible for everybody to invest in the conventional POS, that is more costly, but with the new ordinary smartphone enabled with the biometric, that can become a mobile POS which the merchants can use. So today the appeal head of the committee headed by the Honorable Chief Minister was to ensure that each bank puts in place a clear strategy for enabling all this, and the modalities of how this should be done, what is the time frame and how far, what is the support needed from the government for all this. All these things were discussed in great detail, and a lot of decisions were taken, a lot of preliminary work was decided to be started, and as Honorable CM mentioned, that over the next few days this is expected to be finalized and the report will be submitted to the central government.
You wanted to?
No, it's okay. 2 minutes? I think. No, I have after
2 minutes.
No, I think, we already have described to you what went on today. This was very much an effort to bring all the players on the supply side together in one room and ensure that we are all on the same page. There's a huge amount of cooperation, and I think, we have agreed on the broad outline of things to do with respect to various modes of carrying out the digital transactions. Our committee's approach is going to be across the board, that the customers as well as the merchants find it more attractive to use the digital transactions instead of cash transactions. So, currently, as I'm sure you all know, the digital transactions often tend to be at a disadvantage because of the discounts and because of the commissions that get charged on these transactions. So something needs to be done so that these are not disadvantaged. So that's the part of the work that the committee will be doing. So thank you.
Anybody? Any questions?
Sir, how much time it will take to give you a report to the government?
No, we are.
We'll give an interim report in the next 2 days.
Within 2-3 days, we are going to give interim report. This is a very important issue, and also so many departments with technology it is involved. We are taking all opinions. Niti Aayog is collecting from districts onwards, all collectors from field information, and also today first meeting with the bankers and also RBI. One is the regulatory authority, and banks are the crucial in this. Even technology experts who want to discuss, service providers who want to talk to them, what are all the solutions available, all solutions we want to analyze and then give a report to the Honorable PM and Government of India.
So interim report within 2 or 3 years.
Interim report will give at the earliest.
Sir, I just wanted to understand what are the recommendations that the committee might give, or what is the government doing to ensure that the mode of digital payment remains sustainable and that 6 months down the line people don't return to cash payment methods?
No, even today, if you see PM has, the Honorable FM has given around 10 announcements. If you go through all these things, most of the what we are thinking also, he has given some announcements. It is a very good thing. Ultimately, all over the world, technology has been improved like anything. Highest penetration of internet and also cell phones, India is dominating today.